Alright. And I'm just, making sure the stream gets shared and stuff,
As far as I can tell, it's up and going.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just, sharing it on the, sharing it to Twitch and shit. And of course, on Twitch, they're always threats. It's just my branding. They're all threats.
The one thing of doing it this way, I'm gonna have to tell you when someone chats.
Unless I have it on my phone. How do you think I've been doing it this whole time? I've had it up on my phone.
I'm just saying, no text-to-speech lady.
True.
Haven't heard.
Which means I don't have to hear her mispronounce things, like cutscenes, instead of cutscenes, which should have been an obvious thing.
I love watching cunt scenes.
No, questions. Actually, I want to make sure my... Okay. Man, I wish I had a chair. Oh well. Actually, yeah, I'm going to want the hint system on, because it's been a while since I've actually played Metroid Prime full. And this.
What exactly is color assist?
I think we know now. It's a colorblind mode. This was not in the original. I don't think it was even in the trilogy for the Wii. But if it was, I don't remember. But I know it wasn't in the original, which, back then made sense, because it was on the GameCube. This sort of thing would have been very rare. Narration is fully enabled. Oh, that's right, we have cutscenes now. We have subtitles now.
There's so much talking.
Nope. But no, we have subtitles because, ironically, there actually is some talking by space pirates, and it's based on an actual language. I forget. It's an African tribe language, but I don't remember which one. And I didn't learn about this until years later. In fact, last year's when I learned about it. Now I'm like, what do you mean? I can't wait for Nintendo to copyright this, by the way. I'm gonna get sued by Mario. What have I unlocked in extras? Oh, oh wow, oh wow. One of my playthroughs must have gotten pretty far because that's 106 out of 185. Because one of the things I can unlock is, okay, this game came out around the same time as Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy Advance, right? You could get the Fusion suit in this game, but on the GameCube it was convoluted. You either needed to use the plug-in system that, with the cords and stuff, with a clear. First of all, you had to have beaten the game, but you needed a cleared save of Fusion. And now you needed either use the cord hookup or the Game Boy player that was attached. And if you did this, you would have you could play. You only had to do it once, by the way. But once you did this, you could play with using the Fusion suit. In the Prime trilogy, you obviously you couldn't do that setup. They changed it by having the Prime trilogy have like a point system where you could accumulate points. And what this would do, I am good. Oh, and what this would do is in the point system, for each game, you'd look through it, and one of the rewards was the Fusion suit. Again, once you unlocked it, you got to keep it permanently. And I believe for the remaster, you need to beat the game once. Yeah, and the suit does change, by the way, to match the various suits you got in Fusion.
Even if I mute the TV audio, it still goes through.
Oh wow, that's good.
I already altered the tweaked the audio balance.
It's probably it's been a while, so I'm just gonna play on casual. Normally, I play on normal difficulty when it comes to Metroid. Oh, I thought that was a new chat.
I reloaded to just make sure that I'm in as up to date as I am.
Yeah. But yeah, the subtitles thing is one of the new stuff. Unidentified distress beacon has been tracked to a derelict space vessel in orbit above Talon 4. You just know there's someone out there who would read that as Talon IV.
The cosmos. In the vast universe, the history of humanity is but a flash of light from a lone star. The life of a single person should be lost in space and time. But among the stars, there is one light that burns brighter than all others. The light of Samus Aran. Her battles extend beyond her life and etch themselves into history. Here, another chapter of that history will be written.
Yeah, this is what I like about the motion controls. I can do this. Back on the GameCube, you would just be when you did that, you'd just be locked like that. But with one of the triggers, I can. Oh, I forgot to scan those. Shit. I want to scan everything.
Yuga girl showed up.
Hello. You're changing your profile picture made it hard to find you on the live list. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. I changed it to a Doro eating pizza. A bit more thematic. But yeah, Hugo Go, welcome to Metroid Prime. This is not the surprise game, by the way. This is just going to be a game that I'm testing whose progress I don't care about overwriting. Oh, right. By the way, if everything seems like I'm kind of wobbly, there's a reason. I'm using motion controls. The reason why is because ever since I played this on the Wii, I have been unable to play it with a controller ever again. Scan.
Damn, you can't get fucking. I was checking to see if I could add like notification noises to your shit, and it doesn't look like you can in
Streamlab.
I guess you have to go to their website.
Yeah. Hugo, this is Juno. So, deck gamma, core reactor and propulsion. Current status: environment normal. Okay, if you see like this happen, that's me readjusting the reticle. Deck beta, biohazard research, environment normal. Deck alpha, emergency evacuation area, environment unstable. Airlock. By the way, Hugo girl, scanning everything is like key. Emergency evacuation. While you're messing with that, I can keep my chat and my vision.
Recorded to logbook.
Creature added to logbook. Parasite. Interstellar vermin, they travel in swarms. Indigenous to Talon 4, a single parasite is homeless to larger life forms. However, they tend to travel in large groups, swarming over potential prey. Such swarms can be dangerous. Gee, what is this creature? Analysis shows incredibly large muscle structures surrounding the jaw area. Fluid sacs containing acid are also detected. Gee, why would we be seeing this creature? It's almost like it's a foreshadow of something. Nah. Space pirate. Death caused by a severing of the spinal cord. Morphology unknown. High levels of radiation detected. These are escape pods. Biohazardous materials. Phase on batch 0142.A. Destination deck beta. Biohazardous materials. Phase on batch 0009. Cyborg? Point A. Destination deck beta. Space Pirate. Status: death caused by acidic burns to body. Chemical type unknown. Oh, wow. A survivor. Space Pirate. Weak life signs detected. Imprints of large bite marks can be seen on the exoskeleton. Tail section possesses a mouth-like orifice, most likely used for birth and offspring. Escape pods 3, 4, and 7 have been launched. Escape pod launch coordinates: Talon 4 110L.30L, Research Command Center. Leads to deck alpha umbilical.
Sorry about laughing in the background. I was looking through my voice clips. I think I can add in notifications for you.
That'd be fun. That's something we can mess around with another time. Although this debris is obstructing the hallway, it looks like it can be easily removed. Space Pirates. Death caused by excessive blunt trauma to cranium. What do you think, though? What do you think caused the blunt force trauma? I think he slipped and fell. Map facility. Oh, this is something cool that you can't do on the GameCube version. You can just do a ball jump with motion controls. However, you can only do it if you have bombs, of which I have. Frigate exterior hull stable and fully functional. Yeah, but for how long? Talon 4 ground zero area secure. Crater radiation readings normal. Parasitic infestation has been detected in the ventilation systems of decks Gamma and Beta. 2 parasite queen specimens have become volatile on deck Beta. All security personnel should report to the biotech research area.
Recording to logbook.
Okay, this is just a map station. Nothing fancy about it. Reminds you of when you did that on the demos back in the day when Walmart and GameStop had those displays. Yeah, map stations are pretty self-explanatory. No reason for me to go into detail about them. But yeah, you want to scan everything. That's how you unlock stuff. Now, I will admit that I haven't done a full playthrough of Metroid Prime in years. And this is the remaster, which I have not done a single full playthrough of at all. Specimen containment breach on deck Beta. All crew report for lockdown. This energy conductor unit has been damaged. Use caution when approaching the Arcan electricity. Specimen cell B. Status unknown. Rejection of Paris of phazon compound detected. Specimen cell A. Status hibernation. Transference of phazon batch 0081 dot D complete. Specimen cell C. Status unknown. Rejection of phazon compound detected. Space pirates. Both legs of this creature are broken. Severe internal damage detected.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology unknown. No life signs detected. This creature appears to be in a state of stasis hibernation. Parasite egg in pupa stage. Its tough exoskeleton protects it from its mother's acidic embryotic fluid. The fluid stacks in the mouth and enlarge after mutation. This allows for increased production of corrosive bile. After mutation, the carapace of the larva becomes rigid. Hi, Wolf Witch. The carapace is quite resilient, able to resist the attack of many predators. Combat mutation applications are complete. The primary legs of this creature possess galvanized tips allowing it to penetrate any known alloy. Oh, Wolf Witch, watch this. You could not do this on the GameCube version. If you wanted to jump, that's how you did it. You used bomb jumps. I can only do this in Morph Ball while I have bombs, though. There's a reason why I'm saying it like that. Coils on this ventilation cap look unstable. This leads to Beta Security Hall. Now, why would it tell me to fire missiles with X? Ballistic support needed in Specimen Block F.
Recording to logbook.
Auto turrets. Use missiles to break outer casing.
You now have an alert.
Recording to logbook.
You don't have to waste bombs anymore. Yeah, that was the thing with the original version of Prime. It was great. But ever since I played this game on the Wii, because there is a Wii version of this in the Metroid Prime trilogy, I cannot go back to a controller. It's just way too good. Biohazard containment. Oh, there are auto turrets nearby.
Recording to logbook.
Ooh! Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 09.992.3. Zeppis has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead, either killed by the hunter clad in metal or in the subsequent destruction of the underground facilities. Our research frigates, Orpheon, Syracuse, and Volparagon were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat. Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have a 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthy, but on restricted feeding schedules due to uncertain supply status. We are ready to begin research on the Metroids and other promising life forms. Security status remains a code blue. No signs of pursuit from the hunter. Where is the Phazon Infusion Stage 2 introducing mutagen into tank? Phazon batch 0732.C. Status complete. Phazon Infusion Stage 1 Parasite Larva Diagnostic. Mass 1.2, length 0.5. Cell structure stable. Phazon Infusion Stage 3 Mutation initiated. Larva status stable. Ah, this is it. Okay, auto turrets in this room have been disabled. Parasite larva, harmless unless encountered in large numbers. Plasmite, native of Talon 4. Solitary Holden 1, Phazon level unknown. Status, xenotropic lifeform unstable. Use caution. These bastards were a pain in the ass in Super Metroid. We will not be encountering them at all in this game, so don't worry. Phazon Infusion Stage 4, Larva Diagnostic. Mass 14.5, length 40.3, cell structure failure. Whoa, that's a huge leap, and that is a huge leap. This was stage... We went from stage 3 to stage... Okay. Stage 1, we were at 1.2 mass and 0.5 length. Stage 4, we made a massive leap to 14.5 mass and 40.3 length. What the fuck? Right, Phazon. Forgot about that shit. Specimen cell structure failing. Batch 0732.C does not match DNA. Terminated infusion sequence. Morphology unknown. This specimen has been horribly mutated. There are no life readings. Infusion analysis 10.2. Specimens exhibit incredible strength and body mass increase when exposed to Phazon batch 0732.C. Infusion analysis 12.5. Phazon batch 003.H increases the acid production in the saliva ducts of parasite larvae. Experiment 435.8. Bioform pain tolerance levels at 13% and Holden. Biohazard waste removal may begin in 3 hours. Phazon radiation readings must be reported to Deck Commander before batch disposal. Specimen solitary Holden 2, Phazon level toxic. Status, hermetic seal Holden. Severe internal damage detected. Specimen solitary Holden 4, Phazon level toxic. Status, hermetic seal Holden. War Wasp, native of Talon 4. Okay, what about this asshole? Brain hemorrhage detected. Creature's aim will be hindered. Avoid damage by using quick movements. Minimal injuries assessed. Use caution. Maximum firepower recommended. I'm not gonna waste missiles. Mutagen Tank 1, Phazon batch 0732.C. Mutagen Tank 2, Phazon batch 003.H. Plated parasite larva, native of Talon 4. Freakbat, native of Talon 4. Ice Streak Bat, native of Talon 4. These guys we have to get as soon as we can find them, because after a certain point, we will never see them again. I am not even kidding. Solitary specimen. Specimen solitary holding 5. Status empty. Mutagen tank 4. Phase and batch 3203.Steve. Mutagen tank 3. Phase and batch 1426.K. Acid barons have wielded the joints of the exoskeleton. Ooh. That was pain. That had to have been painful when he had that happen. I forgot, these guys have exoskeletons. Zoomer. Native of Talon 4. Oh, so this is where the Zoomer generation came from. Obstruction detected in reactive ventilation system. Engineering crew report to freight lift corridor immediately. Ventilation covers may become superheated if airflow is restricted. Unusual thermal readings should be reported to the deck engineer on duty. Security codes on auto turrets are changed every other lunar cycle. Using improper codes may result in turret activation. Space pirates. Death caused by severe lacerations to the abdomen. Okay, but what fucking caused them? Access to tech gamma granted. Hi, Jeff. How's the kids? That's terrific. This device does not seem to be functional. There must be something nearby that will turn it on. This door is tightly sealed and does not appear to be receiving power. Space pirate. Death caused by removal of internal organs. So either something removed his internal organs when it attacked him, or he died while being fed on. Place bets on which happened. Okay, now we can scan this. Looks like spherical shape.
I made you a custom notification.
Is that Daggett? Is that Dagoth there?
Yes.
I love it. Oh, wait, we have... Okay, need to deal with these. I forgot about these guys. Oh, watch this. That's right. I can bring things to me with my charge beam. We're going to enjoy that for a bit.
Got a good suck.
Dead. This creature looks like it struggled to get through the door. Death caused by cranial trauma. Death caused by severe lacerations. Subject looks like it has been partially eaten. Death caused by acid burns to the face. Okay, we're gonna come in here, and then we're gonna do this.
Recorded to logbook.
Because I am a perpetual saver. You know, I didn't enjoy a good sucking. Wolf Witch. But yeah, no. There's a reason why I said that is about the bomb jump and the charge beam. There is a reason for that, and you will find out. Well, you'll find out soon-ish. This is still the tutorial, remember that. Oh yeah, Wolf Witch, if you see this, where it just jumps right to the middle of the screen, that's me readjusting the reticle. No life signs. These creatures still contain a heat signature. They have not been here for very long. Analysis detects large amounts of blood missing from the carcasses. These bodies may have been used for nourishment, pattern consistent with predator behavior. Wait, this can't be predator behavior. They're not hanging from trees. Okay, enough fooling around. I remember all of the bosses of this game with clarity on most of their patterns. The tutorial boss is a joke. They also updated the appearance of several of the bosses. Here's the first. The Parasite Queen. She did not have this much detail on her, by the way. Come on. Parasite Queen. Parasite female, genetically enhanced by unknown means. A weak spot has been detected in this creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. Scans indicate the presence of a potent mutagen, origins unknown. Creature exhibits the ability to fire a weapon-grade blast of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard parasite genome. It appears that pirates have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results. Fun fact, if you do not scan the Parasite Queen, your attacks will go straight for her belly, which, while that does do damage, it's far less damage. Okay. And that's what the gimmick is. Hell yeah! Again, she was not this detailed back on the GameCube. I'm glad they updated the design for the remaster.
Yeah, they died pretty quick.
Oh yeah. Remember, I played the original version of this game so many times, along with the Wii version. So I'm familiar with the weaknesses. Also, it's the tutorial boss. That she was always a joke. Unless for some reason you decided to not scan her and decided that firing at her belly was the best idea. Yeah, I'd love to stick around and mess with you, Julio, but yeah. 6 minutes. There's a reason I'm being cautious in these tunnels. You do have to be careful in that fight, though, with missiles, because because if you angle it wrong, they can bounce off the shield. Wait, what am I doing gathering missiles for? That's why I'm cautious. I've actually been hit by that before. Obviously in my first playthrough, but... And here we get to see a familiar foe. Meet Meta Ridley's updated appearance. Yeah, Meta Ridley was literally just metal. Like, his entire model was metal.
It does seem to be getting pretty meta.
Okay, there's a reason why I'm stopping here for a quick second. Meta Ridley, cerebral casein stable, exoskeleton seal holden, begin umbilical retraction. Weapon update complete. Stinger ballistics online, plasma fuel cell online. Okay, now that we've gotten his little cheat sheets, disable the auto turrets. By the way, remember when I said we'd be enjoying that stuff for a while?
Various suit malfunction. Warp ball malfunction. Missile malfunction. Charge beam malfunction. Grapple beam malfunction.
Yeah, now you know why. It just takes your shit away. You lose your Varia suit. You lose your morph ball. You lose your morph ball bombs. You lose your charge beam. You lose your missile launcher. So yeah, we won't be seeing those upgrades for a bit. Wouldn't be wouldn't be a Metroid game if we had all of our upgrades at the start. Track on an enemy target has been lost. Ground-based recon required. Begin landing sequence. Talon Overworld.
I feel like everything is running pretty smoothly so far.
Oh yeah. It's just that the game that I want to stream, I need to finish that run.
Uh-huh.
But at least I get to show off Metroid.
I connected the computer directly to the router.
Oh wow.
That's probably gonna be helpful.
Hunter-class gunship, registered to Samus Aran. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. This lichen seems to be giving off low levels of radiation. No matches found in flora and fauna database. Talon Fern, non-toxic variety of Silotalanesis, commonly found near water sources. That door up there, we will not be even attempting to get to. Glowing Spidervine. The plant's bioluminescence attracts insects for it to eat. Now, If I recall, we can't even attempt to get through that door right now.
Have you ever seen speedruns of this game?
I think I have.
I don't know if the remake has the same physics, but
Remake? There's a remake?
remaster, whatever.
People use them interchangeably, so it's an easy confusion.
But in the original, your backwards jump could go further, so people were able to get to locations earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember discovering that by accident one time. Oh yeah, no, we can. We can totally get here. But do we want to?
Recording to logbook.
Seedlings. Plant-based ground feeder. And I despise them. These little bastards can be devious. Tangleweed.
Recording to logbook.
Now, why are they devious? Notice something? Yeah, that's right. My speed is slowed. Okay, yeah, so we can get over here. Impact crater. This is actually an area we will be coming back to quite a few times, and it will lead us to the final dungeon.
Recording to logbook.
Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 10.308.0. Field team reports are in on a structure of alien design built on the surface of Talon 4. Studies show this structure projects a containment field. This field bars access to a prime source of energy within a deep crater. Science team believes the field is powered by a number of strange Chozo artifacts. We have found some of these relics, and studies on them have begun. As this field could hinder future energy production operations on Talon 4, we must dismantle it as soon as possible. If this means the destruction of the Chozo artifacts, it will be done.
Recording
Yep.
to logbook.
Cannot. A blast shield. We need the missile launcher for this. So we will not be able to access the temple. Yet. Shouldn't be. It shouldn't take us too long to get the missile launcher. Come here, you little.
Recording to logbook.
Meet the beetles. They have fallen. They have fallen quite far from grace.
It must have been the departure of Ringo.
It had to be. Saturnin. Small iridescent mushroom typically grows in dank, dark regions. These things are fun. Why are they fun? That's why. They can also be used offensively.
Recording to logbook.
Blast caps. They're not much to write home about. All they do is sit there, shake, and spew a poison. Shit. Oh, wait, here's one.
To logbook.
Zoomer.
Recording to logbook.
Geemer. Yep, Geemer. Geemers are like Zoomers, except they can do that. The spikes come out of their ends. Stone surface. This lichen grows on appears too smooth to be natural. Tree appears to be healthy. Ring dated approximate age at over 200 years. Ooh.
Data received.
Abnormal seismic activity detected. These pillars have collapsed from erosion. Carbon dating cannot determine the age of the structures.
Recording to
Chozo lore. The history of the Chozo stretches back into ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however. The Chozo who colonized Talon 4 have made a conscious choice to eschew a civilization of advanced technology. We Chozo chose to live in harmony with nature, guided by the providence of the universe. We believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our words from time to time. That is a missile upgrade we cannot achieve, and we cannot get to it. This tree seems to be weakened due to cellular decomposition. Ah, grapple point. Too bad I don't have my fucking grapple beam. Another reason why I love the motion controls. I can aim even when I can aim at whatever I want when locked on. Wait, where did it? Oh, there you are. Passes away to shrine. We cannot get that. Couple of things to scan up here. War Wasp Hive. This also resembles a bird-like creature. Yeah, war wasps, they're not fun. Stones appear to have fallen from the walkway above.
recording to logbook.
Meet scarabs.
Recording to logbook.
Nothing we can do about these guys for now. Except blind them. Unusually high concentrations of poison identified in tree leaves.
Recording to logbook.
Many long years have passed since we Chozo first took root in this land. The passage of time has always been a source of fascination to us. It is the belief of many Chozo sages that the truths of the universe hide within the tumbling currents of time's flow, even as we search for answers there. However, we find illumination in other unexpected places. We know not how the ability has come to us, but recently many Chozo have begun to sense things beyond the realm of ordinary perception. Strange sights and inexplicable sensations flood our minds, filling us with visions. We take this growing ability to be a sign of our burgeoning harmonization with the infinite, perhaps. Finally, the universe's secrets are becoming known to us. Okay, there's a way to deal with war wasp hives. Now, we could just run right through, alert everything in the area. And that's our only option right now, actually. Structural weakness detected in sandstone. Come here.
Recording to logbook.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that. Okay, I'm not fucking with that at this very moment. Yeah, warning for those who might have a phobia of those. Records show all water in the area has evaporated. Chozo sculpture crafted in honor of Talon's star. Only translatable symbol detected on this sculpture is the word Chozo. This petrified organic matter looks like a rock carved into the shape of an eye. Just says the same thing. Chozo. Yeah, these guys can actually harm you. All they do is land on top of you, or you walk right through them. Analysis indicates significant amounts of water once present in this location. Shit. Which is gonna run right through. Not gonna bother fighting.
Recording
Plasmites.
logbook.
Yeah, these guys are harmless. Now, you might have noticed that something on my screen just moved. This little thing. Yeah, that's poison water. Okay. We are going to have one chance to scan both enemies that we're about to encounter. Elevated bridge looks worn but functional. It appears that the item can only be reached by using the elevated bridge. Mechanical device appears to be inactive. Life forms detected within hollows of machine. Drainage purposes possesses traces of high-level toxins. Now, for the second boss.
Recording to logbook.
Hive Mecha. Security unit programmed to work with predatory hive dwellers. A design flaw makes the shielding on Hive Mecha weak around their access ports. These units are second-generation combat drones able to interface with organic units at a higher level. They train, shelter, and work with hive dwelling predators. Unarmed, they rely on the hive beast to handle any threats.
Recording to logbook.
Got it. Ram War Wasp. Yeah, I don't think I need to explain these, because you just witnessed it. Shit. Shut up. Finally. Oh, fuck. I was going to take a hit no matter what. Okay, taking care of that. Whoa. Yeah, we would have not gotten another chance to scan either the mecha or the war or those ram war wasps. And now we have our first energy tank.
Recording to logbook.
Now we can properly deal with the war wasp hives. Because they can be... Fuck. Almost forgot about this.
Recording to logbook.
It's always the same. But yeah, war wasp hives can be destroyed. We got 2 reasons for coming down here. First one is this map station. Technically, there's 3 reasons I went down there, but the third reason we can't quite get just yet. We need 2 upgrades. Now, for the second reason why I'm here. More missiles. That is the third reason why I'd be down here. But, as you can see, it is morph ball size. And as you can see, it's also off the ground. Get out of here, you stains of whatever. Oh no, wait, the dung beetles. That we could get if we had bombs. But since we don't have bombs, we cannot get it. We still can't deal with these guys just yet. Requires a different upgrade. Excuse me, you little... We're gonna break that. And the reason why is because there's an upgrade pass there. However, we are not interested in the upgrade just yet. We want to go back to the temple. There's a lot of backtracking in this game, so get used to it. Fast travel is not really a thing in this game, but there are lots of shortcuts. Oh, you little son of a... You... Crap, there's an upgrade behind the ship. But I can't get to it because I don't have the morph ball. Well, I'm already here, so... I'm not walking back. I'll have to walk back anyways, but I'm not doing that now. I love how you found things of Bernadetta, who happens to be one of my favorite characters from Three Houses.
I looked up gifs just to fill out your notification gallery,
Yeah.
and that's what I found. I'm like, yep, shoving that in.
Ironically, she's one of my go-to choices for a male pilot. So, throughout our living nightmare, as we battle with this unyielding darkness, we chose Osea light. This light glows with promise, chasing the shadows cast by the great poison and purifying that which has grown toxic. It is strange, though. At times, it looks to our eyes as if the light coalesces into the figure of a woman. Burning brightly, the luminescence descends from space, then retreats back into the infinite blackness from whence it came. When this prophecy comes to pass, when the light recedes, Chozo's long vigilance of containment will finally come to an end. Now that's the first mention you've heard of the Great Poison. Don't worry, that will become very relevant later on. The containment of the Great Poison. This task has fallen to the Chozo, and we will not flee from our duty, even as we suffer with the land and its creatures. We will pour our will into the 12, the artifacts which form the lock that holds this great evil at bay in the depths of the planet. This lock must stand up to all who might come to assault it. To preserve the power of the seal, and to protect it from those who would meddle for their own designs, we will spread the artifacts across the land, hiding them from prying eyes. The lock must never be opened until the day comes when this disaster can finally be put right. Now, these social artifacts, 100% important. We will need to collect them in order to get to the final area. Here's the first one. There are 11 more we must collect. This was the Artifact of Truth. Artifact of Truth has been returned. Invaders have claimed Fendrana as their own. A tower sits atop their fortress. Collapse it to reveal the chamber where the Artifact of Elder is held. The Heat of Magmor was a test for many warriors. A shrine under Anno holds the Artifact of Strength. In one of Talon's far corners, a grove of life lies, revealed the pillar beneath the waves to find the Artifact of Chozo. We will be needed to come back here to make sure we scan everything. A sun chamber high atop our ruined home became the nest of a great beast and a source of corruption. Many Chozo spirits have been drawn to this tainted place, released their bond to the world to claim the Artifact of Wild. A tall cave stands at Fendrana's edge. Seek the unseen entrance at its top to find the Artifact of Spirit. There is a tower within the ruins where light always shines. Move through the waters there to find the Artifact of Life Giver. We would have been directed here regardless by our own system, by the hint system. It actually tries getting you to come here pretty early. just as a way for you to remember it.
Isn't it like after a while it'll point you towards like points of interest?
Yes, it will do that regardless. But the temple is like this temple is like one of the first places. One of the first places. But the reason it does this early on is, from my guess of intent on the developers, is to register that this place is important and you will need to be coming back here. Just like I said, it leads to the final area of the it leads to the final area of the game. Ugh. Keep double tapping the jump button. I know why I keep doing it, but I need to stop.
How many megabits are in a gigabyte?
I'm not sure.
I think the storage system here has a maximum of a gigabyte.
Okay, we're gonna have to blast these guys again. Ew. That is the extent of those things' power. We will be coming back here later. Time for the next fight. So remember that thing you said about Ringo? Found him. This enemy will become, this boss will become a normal enemy later on. Plated beetle, well-armored burrower, insect vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. Creature's thick cranial plating can repel frontal attacks. This gives it an advantage in combat, allowing it to make ramming attacks. Only surfacing when it detects vibrations above. It then maneuvers itself so as to always face its rival, keeping its exposed abdomen protected. Yeah, it's not easy to kill it if you use the missiles. We'll be coming back for that later. Unfortunately, we do not get our jump because we don't have the bombs. We'll be correcting that. We will be correcting that in the future.
Tell me Samus can't jump.
Huh?
Tell me Samus can't jump.
She can jump, she just can't do the ball jump without access to the bombs. It's actually an interesting feature that's only available to the motion control version. I did mention that one upgrade we could reach over back at the start.
You talking about the dwarf ball explosions?
Can't jump.
Oh,
While in morph ball form, I cannot jump without the bombs. Normally, with the controller, you can only do bomb jumps, but with the motion controls, you can just flick your wrist and you'll jump. Again, it's an interesting feature. Get out of here. There we are. Oh. Neat little shortcut. No idea why it exists. Wait, I can't go this way yet. Never mind. I almost ended up going to an area I can't even bother going to. Oh wow, you respawned. Wow, you respawned really fast. Time to go back to the Hive Mecha's boss room so we can get into that little cubby hole we saw earlier. When I was a kid, I thought you could blow these pillars up. Made myself look like an ass. Oh, right. Can't touch them. Damn it. Can't reach the goods. Yes, I can. Yeah, I'm not gonna try getting into that cubby hole because I'm pretty sure I can't. Or if I can, it's really difficult. Fun fact, you can actually hurt yourself with these. Watch. Shit. Yeah, don't do that. Don't know why I felt like I had to show you. This gives us access to Magmore Caverns. For some reason, I stupidly went through the elevator. Yeah, no, we're not staying here long.
Just too hot for you.
You joke, but if I recall, there are areas that will harm me like that.
Oh, I joke, but I am literal sometimes too when I joke.
Well, yeah, but if I recall, there are some areas in Magmore Caverns that are exactly as you just described. This room is curious. There is a block up here. That... Oh, shit. God, there were 4 hives. But yeah, there is a lock. Oh, can I scan these guys? Yes, I can.
Recruited to lock.
Yeah, these guys, yeah, don't bother. They are just, like, straight up invincible. Cordite, which I cannot do anything about. Now, let me try and see if I can get some of the locks. Yeah, as you can probably guess, the other 2 are behind these things that I cannot destroy yet.
Recruited to logbook.
The cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we chose to watch the great poison steep ever further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms are twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remained small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous and threaten our very existence. One such beast defies our sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, replacing pure flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. Okay, that's all we came into this room for, because we literally can't do anything about it otherwise. Right, no bomb jumps. Nothing we can do about this lock because it requires bombs.
Recorded to logbook.
The future is a vague thing, ever changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift. But we could never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop such tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. And an energy tank. Played this game so many times I don't even need to try. Fuck. Okay, I need to try a little.
That was very convenient for that to happen just then.
Yes, yes it was. Yeah, I can't always tell if I get all of the scarabs. Sometimes I don't, and I just end up eating a few of them. Fountain chokes by overgrowth. Toxin levels are high. Yeah, that's going to be a common thing in the Chozo Ruins for a bit. Yeah, I don't need you guys. Fun facts: even though they are non-hostile, they are not harmless. Plasmites can still injure you with touch.
Recorded to logbook.
The surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceed our expectation. We Chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when the power to purify the poison appears. However, it is already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison. It has already spread, seeping into the planet and hardening. Imagine playing this on an old CRT on an old TV. Yeah, it would be dark as fuck. I almost had a bad encounter.
Recorded to logbook.
These are shriek bats. You want to know
What?
what? You want to know what these do?
A lot of old games looked very different on CRTs.
Yeah, these bastards will dive bomb you.
Recorded to logbook.
Reaper vines, not much to say about. They are invincible. Best I can do is blast him in the eye socket. We're gonna need to activate this for later. But yeah, best you can do is blast him in the eyeball and quickly move past them. No, wait, it's over here. Toxicity levels critical. Contact with contaminated water extremely hazardous. You don't say. I don't want to do this. Fuck. Roots originate over walls, no decomposition detected. Host plant appears to thrive on toxic water. Gee, I hope that's not a foreshadow for a boss. Say hello to our good old friend the Charge Beam.
Recorded to logbook.
Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent, the fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth from the land. A strange energy that clawed at natural life with a ferocity. That strange negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in a night, as a spider weaves a web. Yeah, remember how I said we couldn't deal with these guys before? Consider them dealt with. Oh, no, I'm not falling for that. I fell for that once as a kid. I'm not falling for it more than that. Nothing we can do about that. You'd think there was something, but no, there's not. Meet one of our fun little buddies, the Stone Toad. Nothing we can do to him. Not a damn thing. Until now. We just have to take out this next one. Again, 2 enemies in here, we only get 1 chance to scan.
Recruited to logbook.
Incinerator drone, programmed for high temperature waste disposal. Yes, question, why the fuck do the Chozo have this? Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged. Unit has minimal combat programming, but can defend itself if necessary. Again, why? This drone's intense heat blasts compensate for its lack of battle prowess.
Recruited to logbook.
Barbed war wasp. Pain in the ass. Okay, excuse me, game. Right. Not sure how some of those miss.
Recruited to logbook.
And now we have our bombs. We get a few more upgrades now. It seems like such a faulty security system where any blast could do that. By the way, remember how I said we couldn't hurt that toad?
Recording to logbook.
By the way, we are on a timer. Oh, for the love of. Okay, time to go for some upgrades. Okay, that just led to that. That makes sense. But yeah, time to go get some upgrades. Fuck. Ah, I can't reach that. Thought I could. Okay, so I'm missing another upgrade. right. These fucks respawn pretty quick. Oof. Alright, so we don't want to just jump down because poison. I want to at least try to get the first big boss for stream, you know? Oh crap, 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 crap. Yeah, you're gonna see that with my arm cannon a bit, where sometimes where it's just where my aim just looks like it's everywhere. That's just a result of motion controls. Not gonna bother. No, I knew it! Come on. Wait, how are you not dead? How dare you live? Get rid of that. Get this. Save, because I'm a perpetual saver. Oh, wow, that stunned him. Not go through that. Only one we'll have to worry about doing bomb jumps for will be the top one. Don't know why that took that long to register. Okay, was there anything else? Anything else we needed? I can't think of anything that we needed, so let's head back up. Before making sure we get rid of those hives. Right, I forgot about these guys. Alright, we're gonna get rid of you. Then we're gonna get rid of you. Oh, right, we did not. Oh, fuck. We did not scan these guys. Oh, I guess we can't scan those ones. Okay. I thought we could. I guess not. Okay, these guys. Yeah, they are basically the tangleweeds from earlier, but poisonous. Or would it be venomous? No, wait, poison has to be injected. Wait, venom has to be injected, doesn't it? No, no, no. Oh. That was a close one. Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. I know I've scanned these. Vast portions of tree's cellular structure have been consumed by toxins distributed through water source. I know I scanned more than just two. There we are. No idea how I missed this one. Oh, come on. Alright, chat. Before we continue, place your bets. What do you think the first big boss is going to be? Your hint is that it has something to do with the poisonous water. I want to see if either of you can guess what, at the very least, what the main boss is going to be is going to have going for it. Okay, clearly the boss is going to be associated with poison. But I mean, what do you place your bets on what the main boss is going to look like based on everything we have seen so far in regards to pretty much the Chozo ruins so far. It's not who the boss is, but what it may be. Maggot with legs. And Hugo Girl, you can still make a guess, even if you don't, because most of the bosses in the games do, unlike Zelda games, most of the bosses are not reoccurring bosses, aside from Ridley and Ridley, Kraid, and the Mother Brain, along with Dark Samus from Metroid Prime 2, Spider or Centipede. Okay, we have our votes. Fluid patterns. Okay, yeah, this is something that the game will do. Yeah, we already headed to the Sun Chamber. Did you guess giant motherfucking plant? Meet Flagra. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, it's not dead, obviously. One hit isn't going to be enough. You bitch. Yeah, shooting her body is just to stun her. your guesses were good because in most games, maggots, centipedes, and spiders are associated with poisons. Yeah, big bosses like this, they are always they are something. Wait. Oh no.
Didn't scan it, did you?
Nope.
Chozo Ruins.
At least I only have to get 2 upgrades again.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
Well, Flagra's not a difficult boss. Yeah, we want to scan everything because we can unlock some. I believe there's a cutscene we can unlock by getting all of the scans and items. Of course, it's an end game cutscene, so Okay, can't skip. Probably because this is technically just new game. Okay, this time we scan Flagra because we won't get another chance to scan her. Him? It. I'm just gonna call Flagra a female.
Recording to logbook.
Flagra's tentacles.
Recording to logbook.
Imagine forgetting to scan a boss so you have to fight it twice. Who would do that? Okay, this time the boss is dead. Got the Varia suit. Here's the little bastard that we can't do much about. Pulse bomb boost.
Recording to logbook.
Yeah, without the wave beam, there's fuck all we can do about those things. Run, run, run. Best thing, one of the best things about this game is that there's no fall damage. Alright, I think this is a good place to stop for now. So, I will see you all next time.